Alright, so this video idea really stemmed off of the latest Boruto chapter, and I should have released it a few weeks ago, but I didn't have the time, so I'm doing it now. But yeah, that's not really important, so let's just get into the video. Now, this theory is that Eida and Daemon's abilities are linked. Now, the reason why I say this is because of what happened in the latest Boruto chapter, where Code tried to test out Daemon's abilities. And what the audience gained from it, and what we gained from it, is that Daemon's ability is a passive ability, so it's not something that he needs to activate. And the reason why I say this is because he wasn't even aware that Code did it, but Code's claws, like the power he uses to teleport through the ground, reflected on Code. So even without Daemon even knowing, because his back was turned towards Code, even without Daemon knowing, and it's not really an attack, he just sent something that affected Daemon and it reflected on Code, right? So it is a passive ability, which is freaking OP, you know? So it's really crazy. Now the question I have is that, is it really OP though? Did we just find out or unlock the secrets behind Daemon's abilities without the writers even giving us too much information? Now the reason I say this is because after Daemon, kind of got angry for it, but he kind of calmed down when Code explained the situation, and Code asked him to explain his abilities to him. We see that Eida is kind of preventing Daemon from explaining his abilities and how they work to Code. And, it's kind of understandable, right? I'm not really saying, it's deep because, she doesn't want him to know and it's really troublesome and whatever. Like, why doesn't she trust him? And I understand why she wouldn't trust him because, again, they just met. Of course, they have a similar goal. It's not the same goal. So it's a similar goal in mind, and, they're working together and they have to have some level of trust. But that doesn't mean that you explain how all of your abilities work, right? You have to keep some cards, stacked in the deck. You have to keep some information closed off, especially when it comes to the intricate workings of your abilities, right? That keeps you protected from a certain person, right? So I understand why she wouldn't want to give that information, but even then I still came up with this theory. What if the reason why she didn't want Daemon to tell Code how his abilities work is because his ability to basically anticipate and reflect attacks is linked to Eida's ability to basically see the past and the present. What if that's the case, right? And the reason I say this is because, of course, it's kind of weird to say that, okay, it's because of her ability to see the past and the present, because again, how does he anticipate attacks that haven't happened as yet? If she's just seeing the present, right? She has to be able to see the future. But what if she is able to see future events, but only events that take place minutes or a couple seconds into the future? What if she has precog, which is a minute part of her ability, and that's linked to Daemon's ability to predict and anticipate and reflect abilities? So let's just say his ability is to reflect a damage done upon him, right? Or damage that is going to be done upon him. But his ability is linked to Eida's ability, which is to see in the present, the past, but also predict a certain point into the future, which could be mere seconds or mere minutes or whatever. Right? Maybe that ability is linked, and that is the ability she's keeping from Code. Because again, even though they're working towards a common goal here, a similar goal, she knows that she can't fully trust Code because, again, he's a person. They just met. They don't have any emotional ties or anything like that, right? She does have him under her control, but maybe there's a limit to her ability as well, which she's not explaining to him. Something we'll learn later down in the line. And she doesn't want it to become a case where he knows how her abilities work and how Daemon's abilities work. Because she mentioned Daemon as her knight. He is her knight. Why would she give away how Daemon's abilities work so that Code could possibly take out her knight, the person that's protecting her? So it makes perfect sense why she wouldn't tell him about these abilities. And I'm not just making this up, right? This was actually mentioned in the chapter itself, where Code actually talked about the possibility of Eida and Daemon having additional abilities they didn't tell him about. Now, why would they mention something like that if Eida didn't have additional abilities? And what would that additional ability be? Precog. It's possible that she does have precog, which means she can anticipate the future as well. And that ability is linked to Daemon, her knight, which allows him to anticipate attacks and also reflect them, which is his ability to reflect attacks. So they work in conjunction. That's why they're brother and sister. It's kind of a Android 18 and Android 17 situation where they work together and combine abilities. It's not the same, but I'm just giving an example of brother and sister working together. So that's the feeling I'm getting here. And that's the way we defeat Daemon, by first taking down Eida, right? So I was first, convinced that this ability was OP. There's no way anyone can beat him if they can't attack him. But what if instead of attacking him, they figure out that they only need to attack Eida, or maybe destroy her Senringan, or whatever it's called, right? So it's possible. That's what I'm seeing here. It's bringing back the vibes of Pain, where Pain, they had the Renegon in their eyes, and they were able to see through each other's eyes, and they were able to feed information to the other Pain so that Pain could dodge attacks. It's a similar thing in some way, but it's not the same, because again, this is just it's not like Daemon has the Senringan, or whatever it's called, in his eye socket as well. Or it's not a case where she's just puppeting him from a remote dimension or remote location. And it's not the same, but it's a similar concept, so one person seeing something and the other person reacting to it. So that's what I'm basically getting at here. But let me know what you guys thought about the theory in the comment section. Do you think it's possible that Eida and Daemon's abilities are linked? Do you think that Eida's hiding this precog ability from Code? It'll be able to, basically predict and anticipate attacks, and thus feeding that information into, Daemon wirelessly, because they are cyborgs, and allowing Daemon to basically passively reflect attacks. I have this book I wanted to promote to you guys. It's called Fire at Will. Right? This was created by one of my friends. Again, this is not, it's not really, again, I didn't say this before, but yeah, this book was not given to me to promote. I wasn't paid to do this, but it's just a good book that I really want you guys to check out. So I'm just going to read the description for you guys so you guys can get an idea of what it's about. So the description goes as follows. Having grown up in a life of extreme poverty, young William, who is the name of the main character, has found contentment despite his daily challenges. Everything changes, however, when he inherits a mystical power that puts him on equal footing with the heroic celebrities of his time, super soldiers called farmers. Driven by the hopes and dreams of parents he has never met, he soon learns that a more powerful foe wishes to take his life and will rob him of everything he's had to do it. So yeah, this is really a fantasy type story, and I'm going to show you guys the cover as well. So you guys saw the halo. That's basically the magical ornament these people wear, and it's really great how he explains the power system in the story. It has a lot of mythical beings, a lot of creatures. Like, this is something that if you're a Harry Potter fan, then this is the book for you. So you can search out the book on Amazon. It's called Fire at Will by J.R. Twaits, and the cost of the book right now is $7.99. So you guys can go check it out. And also, before you pay, you guys can read. You get to read the full chapter 1. You get to read chapter 1 in full. You also get to read a portion of chapter 2, so you can just get an idea of what you're getting yourself into before you make the purchase, which is a good deal to me, right? If you guys don't like it, then you guys don't have to buy it, but give it a chance, and let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section as well on this video, or you can link me on Twitter and message me, DM me, send a tweet, and let's get this shit going, right? And also remember to leave your reviews. If you buy the book, leave a review on the page after you've read the book, because I want you guys to just give a full in detail, review of what you gathered from the story. I haven't really finished reading the story. I'm at about chapter 10 right now, so I'm a good way into the story, but I'm not going to put a full review of the book on this channel as yet. I'm just going to finish reading the book first, then I'm going to drop a review of the book itself on this channel, so stay tuned for that as well. But this story is really good, and I've been promoting it for a long time, so let me just shut up now and let you guys leave. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.